What? Who's gonna steal it right here?
Okay, everybody turn on your mics. Blanca, yours is on. Kenny, is your mic on?
Yeah.
Oh, it has a little light in there.
Yeah, yours is on.
Yeah, nice. Which green light?
Ready? Okay. All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the CRA Advisory Committee for the City of North Miami this Monday, February the 13th. Let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Flag is to the right here. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Chair Michael McGurdy,
Present?
Blanca Kogel,
Present.
Edwidge Clark,
Absent.
Naomi Bloomer,
She's running late.
Marisol Medina,
She's running late, I guess.
Is it on? Is it a little green light?
I don't have any.
So push the little button, the little green light, no, the gray button. Got it?
Kenneth Each,
Present.
Ashaki Bronson Marcellus,
Present.
Clifford Williams. Clifford Williams. So if we have,
Okay.
we only have five, we still are total.
So, Mr. Chair, so at the last CRA board meeting, they did reduce the number of seats to 10, but we would need 6 to have a quorum, basically 50% plus 1. So right at this time, we do not have a quorum. If someone else shows up, we have a quorum. So we can't approve the minutes. What I would suggest is that we have the presentation on the budget item, the budget amendment, so you all are informed, and then we can close the meeting.
Okay, let's proceed.
As you have in your packets, we have presented to you an amended budget for the year-to-date actuals that were presented at the last CRA board meeting, along with an approved amended budget, which is now titled the second amended budget. The year-to-date actuals were amended to reflect our true year-to-date actuals once the fiscal year had closed, which then gave us an accurate carryover figure for our beginning balance availability for our fiscal year 22-23 second amended budget. Because there is a new revenue starting point, then we made allocations accordingly to reflect our expenses and our revenues. Do we have another member? Stephen? We added another member.
Oh, hi.
Oh, so Marisol Medina has joined us. Please make note.
As of 6:12 p.m. So, Mr. Chairman, you do have quorum, but we can proceed with the budget item since
Well, do you want to go ahead and do the minutes, and therefore Ms. Medina can have the full benefit of
That's
hearing the
fine.
new item?
Yeah, why don't we,
whatever the chairman's pleasure is.
okay, why don't we, now that we have a quorum, can we have a motion to approve the minutes, the July 22?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Okay. I don't think we have anything on the consent agenda, correct, Steve?
The consent agenda was the minutes, sir.
Yeah, right. Okay. So, all right, so you want to continue?
Absolutely. So just to give a quick recap, we are presenting an amended budget. It's going to be titled the second amended budget. What is reflected in this budget is an amended year-to-date actuals, which reflects the new year-to-date actuals once the fiscal year closed. That gave us our accurate carryover number. That gave us a new starting balance, so that our revenues were amended from 22,460,620 to 21,550,000 $14,983. We then reallocated along line items so that we had a balanced budget. And that is what is before you today in the presentation, along with the attachments.
Okay. Anything else?
Do you have any further questions?
Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, Mike, wait a second.
All set, we have,
I just have one question.
Yes.
It looks like in the amended budget, there's a line item for 250,000.
Is your mic on?
Is my, can you hear me?
yes.
Yeah. no, we
Okay,
can
I
hear
wasn't
you.
talking, sorry, to the mic. There's a line item for 250,000 in the amended budget that wasn't in the approved amended budget.
And which is at the,
It says freebie.
yes, this is gonna go towards the board for their approval. So it's going in title as second amended budget, but this is definitely a proposed budget that the board will take up for their approval. If they approve that line item, it will remain. If they do not approve that line item, then it will be
Okay.
removed.
Is that the only, I'm saying I'm looking through the rest, is that the only,
That's the only change
Okay.
to the, as in an added
as an
line
item, okay.
Okay, please note that, member Naomi Bloomer has joined us.
As of 6:15.
Right.
And actually, just to make one more amendment on that, if you move down to capital projects, if you look at library lot improvements,
Right.
that is also another addition to, it's an allocation that's within that line that didn't exist prior.
Okay, okay.
Okay, is there any other questions?
Let me, on beautification grants, is that included in the, where is that at here? Or is it?
Beautification?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you look in our capital projects, these are all broken down by either infrastructure grants, capital maintenance, or, and then underneath the capital projects.
Capital projects,
Yes.
maintenance, so forth and so on?
Yes, you have
Okay,
those,
that-
and
that
then you
would be
have the actual,
beautification grants and to maintain what we already
Correct.
established?
yes.
Okay, good, I have to get with you then. Okay, that's right here,
Okay.
okay.
Marisol, go ahead.
Yes, I remember that there was a main bench. Can you guys hear me on the mic?
Do you have, no, you don't have your mic. There you go.
There we go. I remember in the past, it was mentioned that if we don't use anything above $1 million gets returned to the county. But there was a conversation that we were gonna look to change that interlocal agreement. And I don't know if anything moved forward with that, because those are two different agreements that happen that force us to return the excess money.
Council?
Thank you. Through the chair. So we're waiting for direction from the board before we start to approach the county in earnest about renegotiating the interlocal agreement. And so basically what you're referring to is, as you know, since the CRA was formed in 2005, there's been a rebate to the both the city and the county for the western TIF. And then the county, the last time we amended the interlocal, put a cap of $1 million on the TIF that we're deriving from the Sole Mia project.
They put a cap on it.
They put a cap on it. So there's been a lot of discussion, and perhaps with the new, county commissioners, that we may be able to get some relief from that, because the CRA has a lot of large-scale grants that we've awarded, and there's other projects we want to do. And now that we've been extended to 2044 and we've met our milestones, so the interlocal agreement not only had a cap on the TIF revenue, but it had milestones that we were required to meet. We've met some of those already. The other ones include the downtown garage project, which is a big project that we're going to get involved in, and also a project on, I believe it's State Road 7. So in order to do all those projects, apparently, we should be, asking for more money so we can bond out. We're waiting for direction from our board to do that. So if you all would like to encourage the board tonight to start that process, after we, you take action on this amended budget, if you want to propose a motion that, you want us to start negotiating with the county, I mean, we'd be happy to, they'll see that reflected in the minutes.
Would you like to make that motion?
Yeah, I would like to make the motion to bring it to the board to discuss the interlocal agreement,
To proceed to proceed to negotiate?
to proceed to negotiate the interlocal agreement.
An amendment to the interlocal agreement to, somehow, I guess, you want to eliminate the cap,
It should be.
Right,
Okay.
okay.
correct?
All right, do I have a?
Yes, that's correct.
Second.
To
Second.
amend.
Okay, we have a second to that? Okay. Any other discussion on that motion?
Just one question. The county put a cap on $1 million TIF out there. So in other words, anything over $1 million, they get.
They get the money back as a refund, yes, of the TIF.
But we keep the first mill, and then-
Yes,
and then they get the excess.
right. But there's no cap on the city side of the money that we get from Soy Mia.
Say that again?
There's no cap on the cities, so there's two components to the TIF. There's
Right.
the money that we get, the CRA gets from the city, and the money the CRA gets from the county. So there's no cap on the TIF
City.
from the Soy Mia project, from the city's
Right.
portion, only the county's portion. And they did that at the time because we were not performing.
Right, I
Okay.
remember, yeah.
You remember, we weren't doing the things we needed to do.
Yeah,
So they gave us
exactly.
milestones to meet. And now that we've met them and the commission, county commission has changed, perhaps the time is ripe to approach them and do this. So, thank you for the motion and the second.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, motion passes.
All right, can we have a motion on the amended budget? Or what is it?
Okay,
The second budget amendment,
Right.
excuse me.
Is there any other questions on the second amended budget item?
Okay.
I do have a question. I just want to get some clarity. I saw that on the line item, arts and public places. I noticed that it went down from 411,000 to 300,000. Did something take place to reduce that budget, or?
So as I explained, when we did our year-to-date actuals, our carryover figure was less than what we
less?
anticipated initially, so we had to make reallocations in order to have a balanced budget, and that was one of the places that we made our reallocations.
Got it. Okay, that was my only question.
Okay. All right, any other questions? Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the second amended budget amendment item?
I make a motion that we approve the second amended
Okay.
budget items.
I second.
And there's a-
that.
There's a second. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. So, do we have a CRA attorney report?
No report, sir.
Okay. We don't have an executive director, but is there anything from staff to report?
There's no report from staff.
No report from staff? Okay, there being none, this is a very short meeting, but I think we got a lot done. We approved the budget, and we made the motion. Hopefully with that motion, we'll get additional money that'll allow us to bond, so, which is what CRAs are supposed to do, so that's a big step. So, do I hear a motion to, there's no old or new business?
I did want to ask questions about the freebie, but I don't know how that would play into our conversation.
Well, that's part of the amended budget. It's item.
Because it doesn't really say what they're gonna provide. I mean, I know what they do. I saw them starting in South Beach. It used to be a free system, but it's like a go-kart in a way that they drive around with 6 to 8 people on it. But then I did see Biscayne Park, and they have electric vehicles that are just cars or vans.
So the proposal with freebie for the CRA and within the city of North Miami is to provide electric vehicles. It would provide door-to-door service for the patrons within the city of Miami limits. The CRA, of course, would be focused on the CRA boundaries, and it would be free to those who are using the transportation system.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a great idea.
yeah, it's
It's
pretty
worked
neat.
really well in other cities, so
It has.
it's a great
How,
idea.
how would you, so people that are using the transportation system, but this is like an app-driven thing, or is this, like, how does someone, per se, request one?
Yes, it is an app-driven
Yes.
system, same way that you would request an Uber or a Lyft. You
Okay.
could download your freebie app, and then you would be able to access the freebie through that app.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. And this will work very well for seniors who need the transportation, and that seems to be.
the North Miami Senior Center would
Yeah.
Yeah,
greatly
so that'll
benefit
be
from
the-
that.
That'll be the,
Target for us,
the major
Yeah.
riders will be seniors, so that, which is a great thing, so.
And if I wanted to talk to Freebie, kind of, I mean, is there a channel that I could utilize to speak to them?
I'm sure you could be put in contact with somebody from Freebie.
Yeah, I would love to find out more about like what they're doing and what cities they're working with, just from an informative standpoint, just curious. Okay, I'll follow up with that. Thank you.
I can
Appreciate
tell
you
you, we
answering
have
my
a, we have a
questions.
similar program in Hallandale Beach through the CRA with Freebie. I have their information, I can get it to you.
Cool, that'd be great. I'd
Alright,
like to use
yeah.
them on another project. I think it'd be really
I'm sure
useful.
they'd be happy
Yeah.
to talk to you about it then.
Sure.
Thank you for providing that.
Sure. No, it's a great organization, it's a great idea. And they derive their revenue from the advertisements on the vehicles.
Right.
Right.
And that's how they're able to provide the service for free.
For free.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they've
But we do
upgraded a
have to
lot
pay
since the
the money.
beginning.
Yeah, that's their only source,
Yeah.
only source of revenue.
Yeah,
Free-ish.
no, I think it'll be a valuable addition, for the city.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Chairman, I don't know if there's any members of the public, but we do have public comment on the agenda if you want to ask, if
Oh,
anybody
okay.
has public comment.
I didn't see anybody out there, but is there anyone who has a comment? Going once, going twice?
Thank
Okay.
you.
Any old or new business? Okay, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Oh, did we give congratulations to the Caribe Fest? Did we speak about how awesome that came out? Did any of you guys get
I
to
did.
attend?
Yeah, I did attend.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was,
it looked
I
great.
think, the best concert that I've ever gone to in North
Yes.
Miami.
A lot of good
Awesome.
food.
Even with the rain, there was good people, good company, good music. It was a
Yeah.
good combination of music for the
No,
entire
it-
city.
It was really a good event. Little spots of rain, but it was good. And we have another event coming up, I guess, this weekend. Am I correct, staff?
The Nomi Fest?
No, there's something else coming up the end of the month, I think.
Oh, I think it's next weekend. The
Next
concert,
weekend?
right? I think the concert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
also a concert.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, well, listen, thank you, everybody, for coming. We really appreciate it. And I think we had a motion to adjourn from a member each.
Yeah.
Yes, I second.
Okay.
Second.
Second?
Mhm.
All in favor, say aye.
Hi.
Okay, thank you all very much.
Thank you.